You know, sometimes I hate being right, especially when it's at the client's expense. In this video, we're going to talk about the 3 reasons you may not have considered when selling online and why selling online may be the key to your sustainability. Check it out. Hey, this is AJ with ThinkGrids, and today we're going to talk about selling online. Specifically, 3 things you may not have considered when selling online, and why it's so important to sell online, and why it may actually be key to your sustainability as a business and your livelihood as a person. I received an email from a client, and I had been pestering this client for months on end to sell online. I finally sold the client on the idea of the whole, the generic bricks and clicks strategy, okay? You have your storefront and you sell online through your website. But I told the client, you need so much more than that. And guess what happened? Harvey, and then Irma, and then whatever else storm is out in the Gulf. I believe it may be Mark or something like that. But the point I'm trying to make is, because conditions changed, I know you all heard of the pestle forces, right? The environmental, as far as one of those pestle forces. Things changed in the environment, and it actually caused my client to have extreme financial grief. So, anyway, with that said, here are the top 3 things you must consider when selling online. And if you're not selling online, you need to start selling online right now. Number 1, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, access to customers through multiple channels. As I said to you earlier, my client was sold on the idea of having his storefront and also selling through his website. However, I expressed to the client, you have to be everywhere at all times at the times clients want to buy. And that means having a Facebook store, selling on Pinterest, selling on eBay, and most definitely selling on Amazon. Why? You have access to all these potential clients through all these different channels with established platforms. Platforms that actually have what we call an installed base. In other words, people will actually go to these websites and purchase because they trust, okay? They trust. So, why do I say that it's key to sustainability in your livelihood? Ask yourself this question. What is JCPenney doing right now? What about Macy's? All of these stores that are struggling with their physical locations are shifting their focus to selling online, their online presence, by leveraging the brand that they already have. Now, if you're a small mom and pop, you might not have a big brand, but understand this, you can compete in multiple channels even if you don't have a big brand, if you understand marketing and you know how to drive people not only to your personal website, but also drive traffic to those other channels. Tip number 2. Now, this is going to sound a little bit morbid, but you have to prepare for disasters. You have to think about continuity. You have to think about anything that would disrupt your cash flow. And what you have to do is mitigate anything that would disrupt your cash flow. We call this a risk. So it's all about mitigating risk. Like I said with my client, who coincidentally happens to have stores in Florida as well as in Houston, experienced financial hardship simply because they're not selling through a third-party seller online, such as an Amazon. What could have simply happened is this. They could have taken their product, even product that might not even be selling that well in their stores, pack all that product up, send it out to Amazon. Amazon would charge a fee for housing that product. When sold online, could have simply been shipped to customers despite my client's physical locations being shut down. So with that said, it's all about protecting your cash flow through mitigating risk. And one of the best things to do is to sell online through third-party sellers. Prepare for disaster and know that when your physical locations are down, you're still up and running. Number 3, social proof in the VOC. Say you're sold on the idea of selling online. You've created a website, maybe use Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, whatever platform, or you had someone build a WordPress site for you, okay? You're selling online, you're generating traffic and leads directly to your site via Facebook ads, okay? Everything is going fantastic. Every time you sell something, you pack it up nice and neat and you send it out to the client. Expedient. That's how you send it. You call the client up, You follow up with the client to see if the client likes the product. The client actually likes your product. The client likes your customer service. The client tells a friend. Okay, that friend purchases from your website and experiences the same thing. And before you know it, you have all these different people through your Facebook targeting, through your Facebook ads, coming directly to your site and purchasing from your site. What you're doing is you're creating social proof that you are a brand to be trusted online. You take that trust of the brand that you're selling, you start pushing that brand out to multiple channels. Now you're selling on Amazon. You have a Facebook store, and all of a sudden you're generating sales. And what's beautiful about this? Here comes the upsell. Now you're sending emails out to these clients that have already purchased from you. So you know they trust you, so they're bound to purchase from you. Now you start promoting products that are related to what they purchased the first time. So what you've done is you've built social proof. Now, on Amazon, a customer writes a bad review. You decide that you're going to ignore it. Do not do that. When a customer writes a review, whether negative or positive, that is the VOC, the voice of the customer. You have to address it. When you address the voice of the customer, two things can happen. The first thing is you can actually end up with a satisfied customer who might actually purchase from you again because they trust your brand, and if there's an issue, you will fix it. And the second thing is a customer might make a suggestion about your product that may cause you to actually redo your product or change your product where that might actually lead to more sales. Or a customer might find a flaw in your product and it allows you the opportunity to fix it. And ultimately what you've done is you've taken care of your customer, you've created social proof, you've created a brand that can be trusted, you take care of your customers, customers trust your brand, they know you're going to listen to their voice, the VOC, and they know that they can buy from you without any worries. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like it, leave a comment in the comment section. Thumbs up or thumbs down. I believe in the VOC. You thumb it down, I'm going to respond. You thumb it up, I'm going to respond. So the bottom line is I will always respond. And share this video on your social platforms and subscribe to this channel. And until then, we're out.